This is Barb.
And this is Leanne.
And this is
Lost in Floss. Well, hello everybody. We want to welcome all of our subscribers and welcome to our new subscribers.
Yeah, thank you for joining us. We had some nice comments from some people who had never watched us before. So we're glad you came back for more.
Yeah, so let's talk about our last video.
Alrighty.
I think that was full of laughs and giggles.
Yeah.
Barb.
I'm sorry I went out of control. Should I explain why?
Sure.
Okay. So, if you remember, in our last video, Leanne was describing how she puts together a pillow, like this wintertime one. So, what would you say this is? Like 12 inches long?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Close.
So, she's talking about how she uses this product called SF 101 on her pillows, and then she's talking about making these little pillows, but then she goes, well, I wouldn't use it on a sampler. And in my mind I'm thinking, are you gonna make a sampler like out of a pillow?
Oh no. She wouldn't show me this earlier.
and this is what I'm thinking in my mind, like, you're gonna make something like this. So that's why I was laughing uncontrollably. Because I was thinking, like, why would anyone make a pillow that big? It's like ginormous.
Heirloom sampler pillow.
So anyways, I apologize for my uncontrollable fit. But yeah, that was what kind of just started it, and thank God I could rein it in, because there have been times where that hasn't been possible, and I've had to leave the room.
Well, I just have to say, watching your face before you started laughing is just priceless.
Well, I was trying so hard not to laugh, but it's a family trait, like when something strikes us funny, there really is no stopping the laughter. It's not a good thing.
Oh, man. So, many of you have seen our Priscilla and Chelsea skit. If you haven't, it was on our last video, Flosstube number 11. And it's towards the end of the video. And we just had a few comments about that. Deb and Liz from, what are they? Country Stitchers.
Yes.
They were not lost in floss. They were lost in laughter, which, yeah, many of us were. Then also, Sue mentioned, Barb asked Chelsea, well, Priscilla asked Chelsea about her chickens. And Chelsea said she didn't, there was nothing about the chickens. Well, behind Chelsea were pictures of her chickens. So, not that I'm aware of what's on my walls. And then also, Louise had mentioned and had asked if anybody has tried to buy the pattern, Let It Snow, Chicks and Chalk.
So, Priscilla, you might want to get on that one.
Yeah. Oh, that was funny.
Yeah, and we had a lot of people love Leanne's hair. Chelsea's hair.
Chelsea's hair. And again, I apologize, Chelsea, if you're watching. Your hair looks nothing like that. But we're very low budget. It was a Halloween costume. It was a rocker, a scary person, and a pirate. We used that wig for.
Could have been worse, yeah.
Yeah, so
I
think it started out to be a rocker, so. But anyway, let's see. Questions and comments?
We had asked if people were over winter, and took a little informal poll, and it was like maybe 5/8 to 3/8.
Oh boy.
And I get mocked for saying things in eighths. My friends that don't sew are like, why did you say 5/8? Why didn't you just say 1/2 inch? And I'm like, well, 5/8 is a little bit more than 4/8.
We're right on point here.
Yes.
Come on.
So anyways, 47 to 19, I guess it was. If we're if you were over winter. And I would say of the 19, most of them lived in the southern states, so it's like,
no wonder.
Definitely not from Minnesota.
Yeah.
And some of them had magnolias blooming, or they were planting their flowers already and hanging baskets. I mean, not like that here. We just seem to get, we just get a little bit cleared up, and then it's
had to pull out the shovel yesterday.
But nothing like you people in Minnesota. Oh man.
Why, they got tons?
Yeah, and it just it hasn't melted. Like we had that rainy day where it melted enough. My husband had pictures from our cabin, and the snowdrift was almost to the roof. It was really, really high.
Yeah,
so.
My dad said they had about 40 inches, I thought. Like, not in one snow, but up there, so...
Yeah. And then the other thing, asking if you're over winter was kind of our way of seeing who would like to stitch this winter ABCs by Little House Needleworks. And this was given to me by Jackie, Across My Stitches. And she said we could pass it along. So the person who we're going to be passing this to is Casey Hawkins. And Casey said she'll pass it along when she's done. So Casey, our email address is in our description box. So if you can email us your address, we'll get that out in the mail to you. So that would be great.
And so then some other comments that we had was a few of you have said that your husbands were wondering why you were laughing so hard.
Sorry, husbands.
Well, it's nice that they took note of what their wives were doing. So.
Or they would wake up in case of a fire.
Okay. And then a few of you were spitting. Kathy from To Dye House spit out her coffee when she saw our little skit. And Southernmost Stitcher spit out her Mountain Dew. so perhaps, hopefully neither one of you are stitching.
Yeah, perhaps you might not want to sip while we're talking.
Yeah. And then your bunny, do you have it handy, your bunny that you were working on with thy needle and thread that you said you had to rip out?
Oh, yes.
So Suzanne was stitching the same thing, and she too had to rip out. Oh, I see you fixed it though. Oh,
no, I didn't fix it. My border is all wrong, so I have to take that all out.
It's cute though.
Well, thank you. After I realized I was like 6 rows off, which you can kind of see on the bottom. Look how it's obvious to the eye. After I realized that, I'm like, I'm not stitching this border until I stitch the inside, because it took long enough to do that, and
that that always gets me, is doing those borders. It's like, please let it match up.
Well, and even doing my March Lizzie Kate, it didn't match up, but it was only like 7 stitches up that I had missed one, and I'm like,
yeah, that makes
it much more difference.
Then let's see. Oh, we had Norma. She wants you to show us how you wrap the ribbon around the thread or the rope or cording on your Valentine piece that you had shown.
We're going to show that. I mean, basically, I just held it at the top and wrapped it around, but we'll do a demonstration of that. We're going to do a tutorial. I have the same piece, and Leanne's going to show me how to finish it like this, because I love this pillow. Prettiest one I've ever seen.
We've showed that how many times?
Well, we showed it a lot, but I still love it. But
it's so darn cute.
It's like one of my favorite things ever.
And then, let's see. Kim is trying to get Barb to sneak home a quilt.
I should. Or she could leave one here.
And I think she has said that a couple of times.
Well, I think it's only fitting. I mean, how many quilts do you have?
You sound like my mother.
How many quilts do you have?
By the way, hi, Mom.
Hello.
She's like, you got all these I have, three little cabinets full of quilts folded up. But I use them all. I use them all for decorating, and none of them are big. A lot of them are mini quilts. So
Well, could I hang it on the wall like where that fish is?
Sure.
Sorry, Joan.
Yeah, I'm sure Jim would love that.
I actually have a piece that I put up there when I don't want the fish like disturbed. Like if I am worried that something will happen to it.
Okay.
So I have.
So when you're playing basketball in your family room, then you take the fish down.
I don't play basketball in my family room, silly. I play in the living room.
And then, one other well, our foyer used to be
The basketball.
There was a basketball court, a soccer court, a hockey ring. My youngest son would do everything in the foyer. He even taped it off one time to make it a basketball court. And not that my foyer is that big either. It's just this a little boy playing on it. Or it was.
Yeah.
Not so little anymore. And people were wondering in our skit where Baby Cash was. And
we didn't have any dolls is basically what it...
Well, and, you can't...
He's so cute.
Perfection. He's so cute. I mean, how could we put him in there? We're kind of going more for vintage Housewives, with the Ziploc bag. So that's why. He's just so darn cute. So, then, another thing I wanted to mention... let's see. Well, let's go, we did our giveaway. Let's go to haul. Do you have any haul?
I just have one.
And these are purchases that we've made since the last time.
Yeah, I can find it.
There's stuff underneath there.
That's what I'm looking for. So this is Prairie Schooler, or Prairie Year, has been, I kind of like put things on my list, and then if I see them, I buy them. That's
really cute.
And I just need to incorporate more small things into my stitching. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do with these, if I'm going to make them pillows or maybe just like a flat thing with a little background fabric. I was thinking they'd be kind of cute. We have magnetic walls at work. And just like they're just short by your desk, so it'd be kind of cute to do
really
one.
That'd be really cute. One for each holiday month.
Or month it would be. So
yeah, that'd be fun.
I'm either going to start. I might just start with April since we're getting close to March. I never want to get as far behind a season as I was with fall. So I feel like I need to not start too much for spring. And maybe start for summer instead.
I agree. Well, but the only thing is, this fall, you are going to have some amazing pieces.
Yeah, I'm going to be glad, but still. Okay, that's it for me.
And I, because Barb had it, I had to have it. The Magic of Christmas by, what's her name?
Veronique Enrique
Anjangi.
Anjangi.
Yeah. And I know everybody was trying to say her name, but
Veronique, I would think.
Really, this book is fantastic.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't wait. And I couldn't have stitched this month because it was finished at February and all new starts.
Right. I keep looking. There really isn't anything I don't like in there.
No.
So,
no, it's just a fun book.
Credit Wisconsin Stitcher on Instagram for being our inspiration for that one.
Well, I credit Barb for being my inspiration because I did not see Wisconsin Stitchers.
I kept seeing her little ornaments, and if you haven't seen them, she just finishes them so beautifully.
Very cute.
I love anything like vintagey French looking. It's just
because you're so vintage French.
Yeah, that's me, all right.
All right. So, and then we decided that this video would go way too long if we showed what we finished. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a separate video of Finish It February video. So it'll be all the things that we finished the month of February that we couldn't have new starts. According to Barb's rules.
I love it. I got so much done.
I did too. I mean, it was hard to not start things, but now that it's the last day of the month, I'm like, that was a fantastic idea.
Well, I think, there's a lot of things I didn't get finished, but I'm so much closer to being done that I feel like now I will finish them. I might even finish them before I move on to new whips.
Yeah.
Just to get them crossed off the list.
I know, it's kind of, and I used to be a monogamous stitcher. You too, right?
Not since I started Flosstube. Right before Flosstube, I started way too many things.
Well, during watching Flosstube, I'm like, oh, you can stitch more. And then when I figured out to stitch in hand, then it's like, oh, I can start this, and I can start this, and oh, look at that.
And I think, I'm probably at maybe 6 active whips and 6 what I consider inactive. Which, it's things like the pumpkin patch. They're on my Stitch 9 challenge, so I will get it. Yeah, I will get it done this year.
We've heard that before.
I know. Don't hold me to it. Don't bring up pumpkin patch.
I didn't. You were the one that brought it up.
That's true.
So we're going to do that. We'll just do a separate video because this will be way too, how we talk. It'll be way too long. We'll do a separate video, and then I know people like seeing finishes anyway and not all the chit-chat in between. Yep. So we'll do that. So with that, do you have any whips? Anything that you're working on?
Oh, yes. I do have whips.
Presently.
Oh, shoot. I'm disorganized here.
That's okay. We have time.
So I worked on Harry from our Harry
LIF Henry Jack Harry stitch along,
and I'm getting pretty far on him.
Oh yeah,
I should have him done pretty soon. He just needs some birds, a couple of rabbits in his hands, and more carrots.
He's fun. I have to say, I loved stitching that clothing on those.
I don't know why I haven't embraced it. I think more and more now I'm gonna do mine separate just because I don't want to have to go through the hassle of trying to figure out how to put them together.
One person had a long frame with 3 holes.
Oh,
and put them in, with matting, and that looked really cute. And I'm sorry, I don't know who that was, but. So, if you look at the hashtag LIF Henry Jack Harry, that picture is in there, I think.
Okay. So then I got pretty far on Prairie Schooler June, which is one of my Stitch 9 challenge thingers. And we have a full house.
Ooh.
And I think the wording's gonna go faster. I just need another bird at the bottom and to fill in.
Oh, that is so pretty. The colors are so pretty.
Yeah, I like the colors. They're different. But these things are they take longer than you think they would.
I know.
For the size of them. I guess there's enough colors and a lot of counting involved.
There's a lot of little motifs.
I love it though. I mean, but it makes me think I might start with, I think I have July. I'll probably start with July next and maybe keep an active one going.
Yeah, definitely.
And then this one is...
Are you still working on it?
Yeah. I tried to get this one done last night. Silver Creek Samplers, my Christmas list. And I was so close, but I just couldn't stay up any longer.
I love that.
But I don't know how this is going to work. So, oops. I'm really I have a fix that I have to do, but I've got to finish the manger and I have to finish the bed. Oh, and put a head on the angel. We don't want a headless angel.
No, we do not.
But I'm thrilled this was one that I'm just so happy to
love
be
that.
close to done with.
Okay.
Yeah. And then we showed this with Thy Needle and Thread, Bunny and Company. I'm sorry if I'm holding these up longer, but there were a couple floss tubers who, they went so quick, and then I was like, what pattern is that?
By the time you look, especially if you're doing something, you're like, ooh.
So I did this, I think this is on white chocolate, and the egg just doesn't show up quite as much, so I tried outlining it in gray, because gray is what the wheel is, but I think I might do it more in this brown.
Did you do the gray around the front end of that egg?
Yes, that's where I did it.
Oh, I like that.
Do you?
Yeah.
Well, I was going to try it with the brown that's in the bird. The chick, the color was really...
The brown that's in the bird.
It was really, I think it was straw, but it was really brown. So then I started sending Leanne pictures, as I always do. It's great to have a friend that cross stitches. And she's like, why don't you try one of the straw colored with one of the yellow colored? Because when I had the yellow color by itself, it just reminded me of an egg, which, I mean, basically is kind of a chick thing. It didn't do much
for the piece.
No, it didn't at all. But
this
now
looks
I really
good.
like it because it looks kind of modeled.
Yeah, it looks really good.
Molded.
Molded. Looks old and moldy,
as Leanne would say. So that's what I have for whips.
Okay, I just have one whip because I think I finished almost everything that I had started.
Awesome.
So I have Plum Street Samplers, Friends of the Heart, and I knew I wouldn't get this done this month because there's a lot to do.
Mm-hmm. That's a big piece.
Yeah. But this is what I have done so far. And I have to say, there's a lot of little min fins on hashtag minfin on this piece.
Minfin?
Yes. Kathy from To Die House. She coined the phrase minfin as a mini finish. So when you have motifs like this, you have a minfin.
I like it.
So I'm like, okay, Kathy, I'm using your hashtag minfin.
Yeah.
And because it was finished at February, that's all that I had started.
Mm-hmm.
So otherwise I finished.
That's awesome.
My whips. But I mean, a lot of them were small pieces.
But still, that's great.
Yeah. I thank you again for finish at February.
Yeah, it was great at this time of year because just I got a lot of my winter stuff done, and I'm always jealous when I see people spring stitching, but I feel like okay, now it's March is still.
It doesn't look like spring outside
we're gonna get
whatsoever,
more snow
and really cold, below zero.
Yeah, it's cold for even Wisconsin in March.
Yeah,
or into February.
Because usually in March we'll get almost 70-degree day.
But the days are getting longer, and that is awesome.
Yeah.
Last night we were driving, it was almost 6 o'clock, and I was like, oh, it's still light out.
Yeah, that's nice.
I do better with that.
So then we have, we'll save all that. Then we have stitch-alongs. The only one we have is the Harry, LIF, Harry, Jack, Henry.
Yep.
And then we had Finish It February, which will be done today, but still hashtag it and show us what you've done. It's Finish It February SAL.
Right.
And we'll post pictures of what we finished. And then you guys post pictures, and it'll just be nice to see what everybody finished.
It's been fun to see people, what they've been working on, and it's great.
And it's kind of like a palette cleanser before market and before Stitch Mania.
Well, and now I feel like I have, probably 3 things that if I work on for the rest of the week, I could have done. Maybe not even, the Prairie School will take me a little longer, but it's just so, I don't know, like when I get over like 10, 12 whips, I don't think I like that.
No, I don't think I do either.
And you know, maybe it's because if you would send your things off to finish them, you know, but with knowing that I wouldn't have stitched it if I didn't like it. And
Right.
so part of it for me is having the finished thing, not just
Stitching it.
stitching
Yeah,
it.
some people it's the
It's
stitching is the
process.
journey. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's how I feel.
Well, with that, let's go on to plans.
Okay.
Do you know what you're going to start stitching?
And I have that.
Oh, good.
Okay.
So we'll do plans and then we'll
Well, I'm kind of up in the area, but these are my spring things. I definitely will start on the Lizzie Kate Spring 4 Seasons.
Oh, that's cute.
I have to figure out what color I want to make the house, so I don't know that I want to do purple, but we'll see.
You know, blue like what you have in here.
Mm-hmm.
Change
these.
the blue, the flowers of the blue or trees to this, and then put that in the purple.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
like do it like the color of this room. You know, the colors would be really cute.
Right,
like you
'cause
could
this
do
is-
it like a little orangey and.
Because this kind of even is the wall color, so
Yeah.
if I use like the orange tones, that would be
Yeah, sure. Again, so she's thinking about using the blue that are the flowers as the house, and then switch those flowers into the purple or even like
pumpkin-y tones.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like that's would be really pretty.
I'll look at my rug.
Yeah, I think that's what you should do.
And then let's see. This one I think I'm gonna start.
I love that one.
I think is really cute, and the bunny I think would be intensive. You know, enough stitching, but at least it's all the same color. And then if you outline it, you can kind of just go to town
Cruise
on it.
along, yeah.
So
And that's with thy needle and thread spring delivery.
right, and I mean it's like 101 stitches, 106 stitches wide. So is that a lot? I don't know. I
don't know. I haven't. That lingo I have not mastered yet.
Well, I know sometimes it's like 50 by 50 or whatever.
Yeah.
Then I have springtime. This I would like to start, but I would probably pick out different colors, so we'll see if that happens. I have this one, this patriotic scissor pocket.
Cute.
And I feel like if I don't start by Scarlet House, if I don't start this
That's really cute.
early enough before like summer, I won't get it done. So that's why I thought maybe I'll start that now.
Well, I know I put all my patriotic stuff out in May.
Oh yeah. The wonky bunny. I forgot somebody wants this chart. I'll have to look back. But it would be really quick.
It's funny.
I think if I changed his eye, I would like him.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
He's cute.
And I think, you know, it would be a quick stitch, so that I really should do. And this one I love this. Priscilla did this, and I just, every time I see it.
Cute.
And I think Misty Purcell, Luminous Fibers.
Yeah.
She changed her colors to brighten them up a little bit, but I don't really know what I'm stitching it on yet. So that'll determine
That's really
that.
cute.
But once again, you know, it's like, ooh, enough stitching. And then
Gotta love a prairie schooler.
I have this thing.
Oh, that looks familiar.
Yeah. Leanne and I kitted up together, and she probably has hers done. But this I would consider like a, you know, more spring, summer, everyday piece. So
I agree.
I would like to start on that. Plus, I think it looked pretty in here.
Yeah, I do too. Yeah, the colors kind of match Barb's family room.
And this one I got at the thrift store, and I think the colors would be bright, but It might be kind of cheery for spring, and this is called Pastel Posies Sunflower Samplings. And it's just...
It's really cute.
It's just kind of cute. So, I haven't even looked at the chart. And then the last thing I have, Prairie Schooler 4 Seasons. I have the fall version of this one in a candle screen. Is that what they're called? And I've always wanted to do the other ones, so I was thinking about maybe doing spring, but I might want to brighten it up a little bit from that. I don't know. Another thing I'd have to look at.
I know. I like the 4 Seasons, the 150.
Oh, I think I know what you mean.
Yeah, I like this one. I love the
this is really
one
cool
with
stitch.
the sleigh.
Yeah. And this one, I think, like when I see it here, I like it. So
that's the spring one.
Yeah. So I think maybe if you'd see it live with the colors, it would be, you know, a little bit more vibrant.
Well, you know, Prairie Schooler, they got a way of doing it right.
I know. So that's why I probably wouldn't want to mess with that. Just do it.
So that's it. So my plans are, I want to do the Autumn by New York Dreamer, Autumn Time. Have my flosses ready. My Mushroom Lugana ready.
You can never have too much Mushroom Lugana.
So that I have ready. Then the Scarlet House American Farmhouse. I've been just dying to stitch this. So, flosses, fabric. It came in a kit at Country Sampler, so.
I have that one too.
Yeah, you do.
Do you know what count that fabric is? I mean, just curious. You don't have to look.
No, it must be 32 or 34 or 36. I don't know.
Scary.
One of the 30s.
Yeah, 30-something.
Then, of course, like Barb, Springtime by New York Dreamer. That's one of my... I'm gonna start that. And Summertime by New York Dreamer. So those are the things that I have. I have a few things from Market that I have on order. And a couple of patterns that I also ordered.
I've looked and I have so many things that I have fabric for already, and you know, they're things I really like, and I'm like, I'm hoping I can control myself a little bit.
Well, I called Kendra from the Stitching Bee, who is at Market right now, and talking to her, she was really fun. Really nice. So Stitching Bee is in Green Bay, which we've never been to, but
we will.
Yeah, we definitely will.
Here we come, Kendra.
So yeah, just talking to her, and she's like, "Oh yeah, do you want me to order you anything from Market?" I'm like,
because
okay, because I had called her for a couple of things that I had wanted.
Okay, got it.
And I'm like, "Oh, okay."
Let me think.
But it's all. I think I only 3 things.
You know, and it was funny because of the 3 things you picked out, I'd be yelling, "I'd stitch that."
Yeah. So when I get that, I'll show that again.
Yeah,
but thank you, Kendra, for doing that.
And I can't wait to see. I mean, really, I think when I first started watching Flosstube, it was right around this time of year, Market.
Yeah, I think me too.
And so I just remember it being like, oh, you know, everyone was so excited and all the new stuff, and it's kind of a cool time of year.
Yeah.
Someone said it's Christmas for cross stitchers.
Kinda is.
Like, yeah, you're not wrong.
Well, it happens kind of at a good time of year, you know, you want something new and fresh, and
and I love all the people who put up their spring stuff. I
know.
I'm so jealous. I mean, I put out some St. Patrick's Day things, but not quite ready for that.
So I haven't put my St. Patrick's Day stuff out yet.
Well, I don't have very much. This and on the piano, that's about it.
Next video.
Yeah.
I'll have mine out.
All right.
Okay, so Save from the trash or flea market finds.
Yeah, see, and I'm going to be kind of surprised along with you because this stuff's been in my trunk for quite a while. So
it'll be, oh, I forgot I bought that.
Because Lord knows I don't want to bring it in the house. Well, I didn't know where we'd be filming. But this frame, I thought I could really picture like a Four Seasons thing in.
That is cool.
Wouldn't that be great?
Yeah.
And this was from Eddie Bauer. It was a little bit more than I normally would spend, but
it's a handsome looking frame.
Yeah,
Barb.
I thought it was very nice.
Do those little house things fit in there? The Lizzie
I
Kate?
have them on the trivet already.
Oh, that's right.
But I'll find something.
But you like seasonal things.
And then this, can't you picture like a round thing in here?
Oh,
it's like a red.
I like the back.
You know, like puffed out a little bit in this area.
Yes, that'd be very cute.
So, like maybe something Christmassy.
You are good at shopping.
Well, I try to look at things differently.
I know. I
sure
can't.
do.
I can't. Yes, like the big cross stitch pillow cushion.
Yeah. I found this little box
cute.
and like 2 little minis in there.
That's really cute.
That'd be really cute.
You know,
I forget what it plays. I know the song, but from this moment.
Yeah.
Is it from Beauty and the Beast? No, I don't know. So we'll close that.
I don't know. I know, that's really cute.
And then I found this little box for 50 cents that I'm just going to leave just like it is because I love like vintagey Halloween.
That is cool. I like that.
So.
I like that.
Oh.
Oopsie.
Just your basic red frame. That was
That's
$1, but I like the color.
Oh man,
like,
nice price.
Patriotic would be perfect in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm getting too many frames though. Another 99 cents. But I hate not to take them when I see them and I like them.
When they're I agree because I just bought a frame at Hobby Lobby. It was $10 and I was happy to get it.
And this I thought was cute just like it is. So I might use it like propped up somewhere like in September or whatever. I forgot there's a story.
Nothing too interesting.
I can't really read it that well.
That is cool. Oh, that's like embossed.
Yeah.
Oh, that's very cool.
So then this is Save the Stitches.
Oh, that's cute.
I thought this would be cute even to use like in a wire basket or something. Like you could pop it out of this frame or paint the frame or...
You know what I would do?
What?
Tea dye it. Just to tone down the background.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure it's in DMC. I don't think.
Oh yeah, I would think so too. I mean,
and like tea dye, if you tea dye it, it doesn't get dark. It doesn't get too dark.
Mm-hmm.
So just to
like spritz it with tea solution,
or just put. Oh, you're gonna keep it in the frame.
Well, I don't know, not necessarily. But
yeah, you could.
It is a little
just
brighter.
Dab it.
But I'm like, you know, it was 99 cents.
I love the picture in that.
Well, and I'm a tulip person, so for 99 cents, that's like tiny.
That is, yeah.
Tiny Ada. I'm like, I needed to save that.
That is, I've never seen anything that cool.
And then,
oh my god,
this was $1.99, and
it's neat.
Look at that. I mean, I think it's beautiful.
I do too.
So it's like, I don't know who got this, but
I like that. And a little charm.
And the little holly charm, yeah.
That is really cute.
Isn't that pretty?
Yeah, and I like the frame that it's in.
Yeah. And then I found this little frame that I could see a little Valentine's piece going in.
Oh, that's very cute too.
So
okay.
next year.
Cute. Next year.
Oh, I didn't remember there's companion piece.
Oh!
So I also got that.
I like that one too.
Mm-hmm. I mean, they just, I thought if nothing else, I'll use them at my cabin.
No, they're different.
No, they're different. I thought they were the same, but you could have.
Oh yeah, definitely.
This is what I'm thinking in my head. So like the short one over there.
I like that.
So I think, I don't know. I just felt bad leaving them for $1. All that work.
That's a lot of work.
Now
and it's cute.
Yeah.
It's not like it's something that's
I saw
super dated or
like
anything.
Hummels, I think they were stitched.
Oh.
And it was like, there's, I appreciate the workmanship, but there's really nothing I could think of to make it me.
Yeah.
So that I did leave. That was at a different
Well,
store.
but somebody else might want.
Right. And
that.
My friend was, I thought this was a really good idea. She found a cross stitch that was really involved, and I think she said it was like about this big. So she's gonna sew it onto fabric and make it into a pillow for her couch.
Oh, that's a good
And
idea.
I'm like, that is really a good idea, because it's, sometimes you don't want it on your wall, but it's not quite so prominent if it's a pillow.
Yeah.
That's
Agreed.
I have WWLD.
Okay.
You want to do
You
that?
can do that, yeah.
Okay. Here, you can show the pattern. This is, oops, back to Bent Creek.
Oh, Bent Creek
I've
Winter
showed this
Row.
before. So,
This is the pattern.
originally, I was going to use this frame. And this was really a hard color to try to find something.
Now, is this
to go
one
with.
of your flea market finds that you're
The
using?
thrift store,
The thrift store find?
the frame?
No, the piece.
No,
and the
I
fabric.
stitched this, but this
No, I know you stitched it, but the fabric and the flosses?
was from the thrift store.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was one of the great hauls. So when I
Great
put this,
haul. I like that.
I don't think I will ever be able to duplicate that again. But when I look at this now, like I went with the brown because it was hard to match anything, and then like something with pattern was looking too busy. But I think it was because of the frame. And I don't really like it with that frame.
Okay.
Do you?
I don't mind it with the frame.
Well, and then I'm like, I was looking at, sorry you can't see this, Rick Rack to put around it to set it up a little bit.
Okay.
Or
So
maybe
this Rick Rack. Whoops.
maybe if I even
But I think
took some black
I would do the
paint.
white Rick Rack and go around it. Might be better.
Well,
Or that creamer color.
the only other thing I was thinking of is doing a double layer. So, look at, I tied it up. I'm trying to be neat. So I don't have like these masses of
Oh, I know.
tangled stuff. But does that look too busy?
Yeah. It's like one or the other.
Well, the thing is, this is kind of in between white and cream.
Yeah. Again, figure out the size that you want and just dip it in your coffee one after you're done drinking. And it probably will tone it down just enough.
So it wouldn't be as dark as the
Right.
cream.
You gotta just, or tea. Tea does not get that.
So
Just dip it in and take it out.
you don't mind it in this frame?
No, I kind of like, that frame is like the perfect size. Maybe
Or is it the fabric that I don't
paint
like?
the frame.
Well, I was thinking about like maybe painting it black, like
Just
I did
going
with
over it a little?
Yeah, so it's not quite so goldy.
Sometimes you can go over it with shoe polish
Yeah.
or...
Well, and the thing is, it kind of has some of that tone. But then I'm like, well, should I just totally
Nix that.
nix that and go with something plainer? And But I think it's because there's so much, because then I could take off, like, crop it more to, sorry, I hit you in the head.
No.
But crop it closer to the sides.
I would say that piece is plain enough to be able to handle this fancier frame.
Okay.
And maybe you have not figured out
The proper trim.
the right color yet.
This color.
Yeah, and I think maybe I would change. I wonder if you go over the frame and make it more white.
Oh. Yeah, I was thinking darker to tone down the gray, but white might be good.
I think that might work because it's a winter thing, so.
But if I ever, well, I mean, white is neutral.
Right, because if you stitch any of the others, white will go with anything.
The other thing I was thinking of is, I got kind of a fold there, but like putting something here, you know, doing it off center.
Oh, that would be cute too. Although,
just center
I like it just centered.
Okay.
I like things plain.
Yeah.
You like things a little fancier.
I do. I
do.
I'm going to be one of those glitzy old ladies.
Well, see, it's not like I don't like glitz. I mean,
see,
glittery
that's what I'm
watch.
talking about, putting something there. But then I'd be like, okay, what
and
do
you
you
gotta
put
find
there?
the thing.
Yeah, that's another thing.
You know, I wonder if you do a cording.
Well, I had some. Wait, I'll be right back. Excuse me, please.
Hold, please.
I hope you guys don't mind me solving my dilemma on camera.
Yeah.
Go ahead and talk to me.
No. Okay, here, I'll show you the piece again. I do like it on the frame. I think this frame is kind of like the perfect size for this too. And I like the colors that it's stitched on.
It's not a blue, I know.
Is that a mark on there?
Yes, so I gotta figure out. Not this, but something rounded.
Yeah, see, I kind of like the cording on there. And maybe something darker.
Like in these tones.
Yeah.
I mean, this says the...
But I like the bulkiness of this is good, of this cording.
Yeah, so like this, but not with orange.
It's hard to show.
It's hard to see.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
I have nothing like that.
What's that one right there?
This one?
No, with the orange tag on it. What's that? No.
This?
No. Just right in front.
This?
Yeah.
Oh, it's blue.
Oh.
I thought maybe that would work, but
Nope, it's totally wrong.
yeah, because I didn't have it along when I bought that.
There.
Oh,
So.
and this is exciting. We have
So that's what I think I would go with a cording.
okay.
Even if you'd have to do it yourself, I think I'd go with the darker cording.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe even this fabric. I wonder if like a darker gray would look good.
I mean,
Or did it not look good with the frame?
See, and maybe that's the problem. Like, I was trying to pick up tones that were at least in the threads, which I thought this kind of was in the trees.
Yeah,
But
that is.
I don't know. Maybe I just didn't have the right thing.
I don't know.
So, still to be determined.
Well, and winter's almost.
I know.
Winter's almost over.
Well, I was trying very hard to get like a FFO, and then I'm like, why do it? Why rush it and then not like it?
Yep.
So that's
totally
what
agree.
I started to learn. Sometimes you just have to be patient and think on it for a while, and then
It'll come to you, yeah.
So.
And then you'll go, oh, I'm glad I waited on
Yes,
this.
definitely.
Okay, well, I don't go thrifting.
Oh.
I mean, I do, but never find anything like Barb.
Now I gotta figure out where to put these.
Last couple of times I walked out empty-handed.
Well, and I was so sorry because I had a haircut on, I don't know, Tuesday, I guess it was. The night it snowed and it was so slow coming out of downtown. Usually I have like 20, 25 extra minutes that I can run into Goodwill. And I got there right when I needed to, so I'm like, darn it all.
Aww.
But that's how it goes.
Yeah. So then our next one, never have I ever.
Okay, do you want to do yours first?
You just look. Go ahead.
Oh, all right. Well, this doesn't happen to me nearly as much now that I stitch in hand, but never have I ever stitched my hoop into my piece.
Oh, that's a good one. I have. I've already stitched the back of the piece to the front of the piece too. I've done that too. I'm like, wait.
But it's so disheartening. Like, all of a sudden you flip it over and it's like, what? How did this happen?
Yeah.
So.
And I thought of you the other day when I was stitching because I had this big long loop in the back of my piece, and it's like, Leanne, you idiot, did you even notice that your thread was so much shorter? Like inches shorter.
You know, it's crazy.
I know. That's funny.
That's
now that's a good one. I have one. Never have I ever gone rogue on a piece. So, and I thought of it and I didn't do it. Like when I was stitching this and it has these little motifs on it, who's to stop you from just picking a point and stitching the piece on?
Oh, like anywhere?
Well, no, like around where it's supposed to be without counting exactly.
Yeah,
do you do that?
I usually do count.
I did count on this one.
But then sometimes if I'm off, I'll just like freehand it. And like, if it's like, especially single stitch, it's like, well, if I have one here and I have one here, then I need one here.
Yeah, like I always do that. Or like when you're doing snowflakes on something, I'm like, well, who's to know if I just put it there or if I actually counted?
Right. I would say probably 90% of my charts have at least something that I stitched wrong.
Some rogue. Oh, yeah,
like, you know, you're one row off, like, unless it's like like the outline of my buddying company.
So it's 6 rows.
So 6 rows. Like, maybe we'll just have some steps in there. Who says the border can't have steps?
Yeah, who says the designer didn't design it this way?
Oh, man.
Yeah, no, I have to say, I don't know even if I have a piece that does not have a little bit of my creativity in it.
I wanted it that way.
Yeah. So, and then stop the floss. Do you have anything?
No.
Your cross stitch cushion.
No, I've been cross stitching like crazy in February. So
So have I, and it's been cold and snowy, and so at night it's like I'm not going anywhere. I mean, there's sometimes it's a couple of days I don't leave the house, and I'm perfectly fine with that.
Put the Bucks game on at night.
Oh yes,
and
that's been good.
And now I have my light downstairs, so I don't have to like transfer stations from upstairs to downstairs.
Oh, nice.
Because I have a magnifier upstairs, and it's been lovely.
I know.
So
it's good.
Fun.
Well, I just have one. I take a quilting. Well, it's like a quilting club, and we call it Little Friendship Club, and we just do little mini quilts.
Okay.
So this last year, we they just gave us quilt blocks.
Ooh.
We used like a book that it had quilt blocks in it, and they were probably in about 5 different sizes. So what they wanted you to do is just pick different sizes of blocks, and then we had to put them together. So I put this together.
Look at the hearts.
For my class.
This is where it ends.
But
that's very pretty.
yeah, I thought it turned out pretty good. When I was laying it out, I had to add a few blocks.
I was thinking this was going to be the front. Look how pretty the back is.
These were 2 blocks
Extras?
that couldn't fit in and that I didn't really like.
Well, that's a good way to do it, though.
Yeah, so I put them on the back. And then it makes it fit.
Right.
And so
That's really pretty.
that's, I know people like to look at.
Mm-hmm.
The quilts. And then I just used whatever was left over for the binding and just kind of put it together so the binding is all scrappy also.
Oh, I like that.
So,
do you cut that on the bias?
no.
Just always curious.
No. But like to put it together is cut on an angle.
Oh, okay.
So that you don't have so much bulk where your seams come.
Correct.
Yep. So that's all I got.
Mm-hmm.
How about you? Anything more?
No, I have nothing.
Okay, so see, we're at an hour.
Woohoo!
And
under an hour.
We didn't show
our FOs.
Our FOs or
FFOs.
Our FOs and FFOs.
Oh yeah. So
yeah,
you'll be excited to see what we all created.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
I mean, some of it you've seen already.
Well, yeah, and posted on Instagram.
But some of it you haven't.
So everybody loves a parade.
Yeah. Oh, we should have had sparklers and hats.
Oh, and a drummer.
Sometimes with the grandkids, we play parade. Like, if they're getting kind of wild, they like to march around the house, like in the circular floor plan.
Oh.
And we just go, doo 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 doo.
Hey, anything to keep the kids occupied.
Yeah. And then we take turns lead. Who's the leader? They seem to enjoy that.
Oh, that sounds like fun.
Oh, it's great fun. No, it is.
No, I'm seriously, it does sound like fun.
It is fun.
I wish I had little grandkids I could do that with.
Well, maybe someday.
Yeah, I'll be in a wheelchair.
They can push you in the wheelchair. Come on, Granny.
How old are you? 108?
Now, which one are you?
Yeah.
I wish I could see you.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Oh, man. Okay, well, with that, we're done. Happy March.
Almost.
Is tomorrow. We get to do new starts.
Woo-hoo!
So it'll be interesting.
Yeah, how many are you gonna like crank out like 6 new things at once?
I no.
Just one?
No, because it's kind of nice having empty project bags.
Oh, see, I have no project bags, so I'm like, I have to order some of those plastic things because I was like sticking them in like
the container.
report
We
covers.
gotta go shopping at the container store.
I know.
And then we could go to out to dinner or lunch.
Yeah.
The Cheesecake Factory. Yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah,
cheesecake.
I know. It's getting better every day. So.
All right.
Okay, well, that's it. Have a good week. Until next time, don't forget to like and subscribe us.
And get ready to watch our FFOFO parade for February.
Finish in February. All our finishes.
Yep.
Okay, we'll see you. Bye-bye.
Bye.